I thought, well, what if you did this and you left out everybody you have to leave in? What if it was the history of rock and roll in just a few songs?
The Last Kind Words.
Last Kind Words Blues by Geeshie Wiley. That sense of disappearance, that sense of never existing at all, is what the song is all about. It almost says, once you've sung a song like this, then it's up to you to disappear.
I'll dance around the ring while there's still time. Nothing happens twice. Raise a glass of wine and try to still time.
Some of you may remember this song. It was a #1 hit in 1958 for the Teddy Bears, where Phil Spector later became the great rock and roll producer, really probably the greatest of all time. All the high schools in LA had doo-wop groups. As Spector himself once said, you could just drive down Fairfax Avenue, there'd be 16 groups out there in the corners, you just scoop them up. And it was one of those songs that wore out very quickly. The radio kind of exposed it. But it's also a song that people never forgot.
Why can't he see how blind he can be? Someday he'll see he was meant for me.
It's incredibly funny, and it's one of the most painful songs that I know. I taught a class on John Henry yesterday in New York City, and I played this song at the end of it because talk about somebody lost to history like Geeshie Wiley. In this song, John Henry lives the same kind of life.
Columbus fell down on his knees, so weak from sailing on the seas. John Henry laid his hammer down, headed back to his hometown. Someone turned the signpost round, someone took the road signs down. In America,
I was going to leave out everybody, but I could not keep the Beatles out. They're just too good. They just did too many odd and wonderful things. They changed songs so radically and with such heart and so many conflicting emotions and ideas. There was just no way.
That's what I want.
money don't get everything, it's true. I want it, don't get, I can't use. I want money. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want.
Bascom Lamar Lunsford called I Wish I Was a Mole in the Ground. And it was a song that entered the mind of Lunsford, never left it. He recorded that song for the rest of his life. It's a huge, magisterial voice that he brought to this, with a banjo that sounded as if it started playing long before the record began and kept playing long after it ended. It was one of the strangest songs in the world. I wish I was a mole in the ground. I wish I was a mole in the ground. If I was a mole in the ground, I'd root that mountain down. And I wish I was a mole in the ground. It's a song about destruction, anarchy, and nihilism, and just the wish to break everything apart. But it's also a song about sex. It's half politics and it's half carnal. It's just the strangest song in the world.
Well, I wish I was a mole in the ground. Well, I wish I was a mole in the ground. If I was a mole in the ground, I'd root that mountain down. Well, I come over the hill with the $40 bill. Just baby, where you been so long?
Joy Division, Transmission. This is a song that starts out desperate and powerful. It just bursts. There's a certain point in the song when Curtis, who was epileptic, he actually began to have fits as the song broke in the second part. And the song was written almost as if it were about that possibility, not for Ian Curtis, for anybody.
Radio